Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Happy Saturday night. Show number 183, I think. What's happening? I see you, Dad. This episode not brought to you by Coca-Cola, but I'm having one. Wow. 50 guys. Here we are. Another week older. And another week colder. My goodness. Who's getting a fly? Let me know. Mike Bird, Scotty Story, P51D fan, Jeff in Lower Alabama, Eddie K. What's happening? You get those tires mounted? Boss 223. Mama Boozer in the house. Victor RC Jets, Los Angeles. Mike Nolan, Michael Honeychuck, Lionel Randall, Jude, Justin FRC, George Watts, Ken Bird, Paul Grice, Mike SSI, Jeff in Lower Alabama's in here somewhere. Run for the hills. So, did you guys see the A10 release videos? Let me know with some emojis. Excuse me. Map S Bucks 6. Say that 10 times real fast. Or should I say 6? Welcome. From San Diego, Airvex, Micah, Enrique, Olson Aviation, Tim Smith, Johnson 74th. Excuse me. I just had a frog before I got here. Boone. Awesome. I tell you what, we got snow, but it's starting to, it was warm enough to do something. I'm going to bring something out. We can talk about some RCs. I tell you what, I'm flying in the snow. I don't care. I can't wait. So I'm going to be ready. And that'll be easy because I'm going to bring it in. It's mahoosive. Look at all that. Cool. So I did the new A10 and set it up for thrust reverse, and I did a video on how to do thrust reverse as well. KB, what's happening? Craig, awesome. Bullfrog, yeah, George. Man, lots of new names. San X Up. Big Money A10. Too windy surface day. Yeah, I want some of that too. I mean, guys, I get to look at. I'm looking at the toys all day. It's like, man, I want to do it. I want to go play. Yeah, check this out. I mean, goodness. I'll widen out the shot a little bit. FMS Beaver, running boats, says Bart. FMS Beaver with floats. ready to go. We got snow too. Nice. I have flown both versions of this, and I have flown off of water with the other, the first one. And it looks like I'm gonna get to fly off of snow with this one. It's going to work. That was fun to say. I get a flight out front. That's what's gonna happen next week. No matter what happens, we're getting a camera on this. Well, I still have snow. Dollar Bill Clinton in the house. Mason Jackson. Michael Sherman. Yeah. It flies good. And they probably come with a reflex now. Mine's from Horizon. The water rudder's not on. We never put it on this one, which is great, because I would have needed to take it off. Yeah, I'm super pumped. I've been thinking about it for days. It's happening. Micah's got floats on his Valiant. What's up, Wild Bill? They do come with a reflex. Nice. And if you're interested in the FMS Beaver, check it out at Horizon Hobby. You can easily get there through the links in my description. Take her off the snow. It's happening. What's up, Chris Harley? Everybody's liking this plane. That's cool. I mean, you should. What's the wingspan on this guy? Like 2,000? Let me look. (2,000 millimeters). So that's check this out. 2,000 divided by 25.4, 78.7. So 78 3/4, 79-inch wingspan. 6S power. Mike Bird, yeah, the new SCX 24 Jeep. It's a Gladiator, that little one. We've got a bunch of them coming to the shop. RC Fun Park in Granger. We've got a bunch. That's what we do here. We've been making videos on new stuff. Now we get to do both. We get to have it for you guys and make videos of it. Pretty exciting. So I was glad to get that A10 video out and the video on how to do the reverse thrust setup with the program card. That was super easy. This week I will probably finish up when we unboxed the J65, that stream. I'm going to cut it into a short piece and put that out, and I think I could actually do it with the build too. So mix it all together, because we did the build with Bobby, but we unboxed it on my show. We maybe put the whole thing together. Yeah, the wheels on the stock deal are way too hard. I've flown a couple of these now, so I have wheels ready to rock. I'll show those to you too. Yeah, this version is the best looking one. If first of all, in two ways: the paint for one, and the fact that it's got windows. The other one did not. This one looks fantastic compared to that first one. I got some options with the wheels. These are FMS wheels. We know these to be hard wheels. And they're probably, what size you think? What size do you think these are? Tell me in the comments. Let's guess. Justin FRC, the V1A10 you won't be able to do unless you put those new smart ESCs in it, which are available now, by the way. So it's what's up, Mr. Cockrum? I'm guessing this is 4.5. They're not as big as the 5s. And they're bigger than the 4. By like same amounts. Yeah. Good guesses, you guys. I'm saying 4.5. It's just a tick smaller than the 5 and just a tick bigger than the 4. You know. So I think I'm going to have to get some machine screws, some longer ones. If I want to keep it looking scale, I got to go, I should take it out of the package so you can see, but I got 4 inchers. I'm not worried about size, it just happens to be what I have. Fours would work. They're rubber, they're Dubro. You can do air on these. Let me show you. I kind of would rather have bigger ones though. Like these I wish were 4.5. Because they look most like the wheel that comes on it. You guys can see that. It's just a little smaller. They are air filled, but they're stiff still with this pattern on it. I mean, I don't know if letting a little air out might help. I probably just lost the valve to the floor. They usually come with, one of these has, there it is, a little valve. A little brass valve it comes with. Air Marshal. Yeah, FMS Beaver, it is a good sized plane. I really like the Eflite Carbon Z Cub, and I just got a set of floats for it in the store. I've been keeping them in there. People like that plane. People are buying it. But this has lights, and it's already got floats on it. So that's what's up with that. That's the thing too. These 5s are probably going on the Carbon Z Cub. The big ones. That does leave me these balloon dudes. I almost feel like if I'm going to go a little bit smaller, forget these that I think are too stiff anyway, and just go bush. I'm going to have to drill these out. So what? BitGo Hobby. I'm not exactly sure where that name came from. That's our buddy Gene. Came up with that name. Yeah, these are super stiff. Super stiff. The one other option which would be cool, and some of us have done this to the Eflite 1.5 Mustang, where we took the stock wheels, used the hubs because there's bearings, and actually put a Robart tire on instead. And they're a lot squishier than this one is. Like a Robart tire. It was possible on the Mustang. What size wheels did the Mustang have? Smaller than this, but they were the same exact design, you know, proportion. So I think if you get the Robart, wasn't that what we were doing, guys? Get the Robart tire and put that on there. On these 4s, the hubs are definitely too small for that to work. The new hobby shop's RC Fun Park. BitGo Hobby's our online venue. BitGo Hobby was really first, selling Dynam and now XFly and Dancing Wing. The Tasman wheels would be awesome. I think this Beaver's a little heavy for that, perhaps, but I guess you can adjust the air. Those are definitely super squishy compared to this kind of stuff. You can let the air out of these too. Yeah, Fly Guy, I'll get my stuff at my store, and I'll get Robarts for real. I get that kind of stuff at Horizon. I have a handful of vendors I'm ordering from, which is pretty cool too. Having stuff I hadn't really seen being available. These are definitely squishier, which you'd expect, than those. Normally I'm super happy with the way these tires come, like the air levels. I don't usually mess with them. 4.5 Dubros on the Arrows Husky. I have that on mine too. Yep, these are neutral. There's nothing in them. I'll tell you prop pitch if I can see it in just a second, Francis. Big crawler tires, I got plenty of them, I suppose. I kind of feel like if I am going to go at least I do get to see them next to the plane, I suppose. The bush tires are alright. I just wish they were 4.5s. These are heavy. And I'm not surprised. There's so much more rubber. These are too close to being like scale but not scale also at the same time. They just don't look good. These look way better. Just totally different. Not even trying, you know. Committed to being Bush. That looks pretty good. You guys want to kind of see what I'm seeing? Hold on a minute. I'll make a little room down there. So this is what I'm talking about. And just kind of mock it up. They're stock. Obviously they go there. That's a stock tire. I mean, it looks fine. It's just hard as a rock. There's the kind of like stock rubber, but heavy, but not squishy. Not sure about that. And then these. I like these. What do you guys think? We'll have to look up the prop because it doesn't say it on it. You think I should do the big ones? I can always get more. You want to see a big one up against it? Yeah, might as well. Five inchers. Whoa. They start getting heavy, but Paul Grice says 15. That's not that crazy though. They're just a ½ inch bigger. Or a little more. The 5 inchers, huh? The big ones. I wish I had a drill here. I think I'm gonna have to get longer bolts. All right, I think that settles that. I'm good with that. Well, before tires, it's gonna be snow, and that's gonna be awesome. Fives do look good. Yeah, we just convinced ourselves the way to go. That's what it's going to look like on the gear. They're definitely bigger. They definitely are going to weigh more. Floats on snow. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It can totally handle. Yeah, the 5s do look good. Oh, that's okay, Fly Guy. I don't buy stuff there, but they got a lot of stuff that people do. The gear are awesome. The tires, I mean, for what it is and the way it mounts, I mean, the gear are very strong. I mean, look at all the metal inside this situation. So there's plastic where it meets the plane and screws in, super nice. And then it's foam down to the axle. But this is all faired right here. You're gonna machine screw 3 into the bottom of the fuselage in a plastic puzzle tight fit, and then you screw the fairing to the fuselage as well. I'm impressed with the gear. I just have been disappointed by the tires. The bearings are the best thing they have going for them, but they're too bloody hard. I tell you what, I'm gonna try to find some Robarts to fit this also. I want all my options. The beautiful thing about Robarts getting to work, you don't have to get any new hardware. Your diameter's right on the wheel. Your bolts are perfect already, and they're bolted. There's no circlips on this. That's also one of the very nice things. So you've got the machine, probably 2.5, maybe a 3 right there, Allen, you know, and then an eye locker nut on the other side. You can kind of see. There. On the other side. And you get bearings. So if you can make these fit, it's pretty cool. I did it on my Mustang and it made a big difference with the way that plane feels on the ground. What's up, Noons? I mean, if you hit hard enough, I'm sure that aluminum will bend. Another good reason to put softer tires on it, probably. Jerry Wilfong, you're saying 4-inch Robarts work on this, or are you talking about the Mustang? Because you're where I got the confidence to do it to my Mustang. Jerry Wilfong. You changed your name back. I think it was Jerry's RC for a minute. Thanks, Shay. Good to see you. RC rolling in the house. Newt, Snow Valley. Yeah, I did the Dubros on my Husky too, but I'm sure I had to do some things to make it work. That's the one nice thing about working out Robarts on these. On the Beaver, 4s, huh? Even though that these are like 4.5s. So maybe you guys can see the difference. There's a 4. You know, just smooth Dubro up against the stock tire. And you can see there's like at least a 1/4 inch more. It looks like it's a little more than a 1/4 inch. It should be about half, right? 4, 4.5. Will a 4.5 fit on it? I was going to guess that it would have to be... the Beaver is a stock 4 1/4, so the 4 Robarts work. measure the wheel. Yeah. It's a little bit bigger than 4. I'll see if I can find something. Yeah, I think it was 3.5 or 3.5 or 3 3/4, if that's such a thing, on the Mustang. I can't remember now. I can go look though. I have the Mustang. Let me go look. I'll see what's on the Mustang and I'll try to find a tape. Talk amongst yourselves. This is what we're going to get done, you know, fly this baby in the snow and then get it up on some cool wheels. Because that was the only complaint I ever had about this plane, was how hard these wheels are. So I'm actually super looking forward to flying something different. I think these are going to be fun, but I think it's worth finding out if the Robarts work on those rims, because that's like the mod of the century. It really is. The Robart wheel is same as the Beaver. Three and a half on the Mustang. This is the FMS Beaver 2000 millimeter 6S bad to the bone version 2. Sitting on floats, gonna go hit the snow. Gonna go hit the slopes. All right, tape. found one. Sorry. It's 4 3/8. Yeah, I bet those 4s were. It's like 4 1/8 or something. 4 3/8, 4 1/8. It's not a lot. Icrometer for the Mustang. Nice. 3.63 with a micrometer on the Mustang. Man, US dollars on the Beaver, I'm not sure right now. Let me see. Jerry, I'm telling folks what you said. So Jerry went with Dubro 4.5 Tundra tires. So, like these. Got new bolts for the axles that fit the wheels perfect and didn't have to drill them. And it was the same size hole at the axle? Or did you sleeve it or something? Michael Sherman says Beaver's 450. And that's plug and play style, but it has the reflex more than likely. Chris Hartley said, yeah, everything's up. So it looks like 450 USD. Yeah, there you go, Francis. Yep. What's up, Jet Tech Don? Just sizing up some wheels. Reflex is a gyro system, like Vector, and what else is out there? I mean, there's obviously AS3X, but Reflex is its own thing. Reflex with FMS, Vector with the Arrows planes, and then Pulsar for XFly. Yeah, it doesn't need one, but it comes with one now that you can use or not. Yeah, Snow Valley, you ain't lying. A lot of times that is the case. On these balloon tires, you got to space them out away from whatever they're on. There's a good 3/16 spacer in this one now, but it ain't gonna be enough. I don't know, it could be, it depends. I mean, the hub takes away some of it. It's the rubber that you have to worry about, and since this isn't on a straight up and down, there is the potential for this to be okay. But it also could easily, it's going to have to at least be spacered like this. But it's not the same size. I'm going to take one off, but it's not going to fit on this without drilling, I don't think. I see, Jerry. Reckham Roy's got 6-inch Dubros on his Drake. Platano, what's happening? Yeah, let me see. I think I may have that size wrench. in my computer bag. Dang it. Rodeo Pilot wants to know, can you run a TBS crossfire receiver with the reflex? I have no idea. Dang, that's pretty close. Oh man, what? It's just not going to be long enough, that's the thing. But the size I think is right. So you just need longer bolts, that's the thing. The same thread, just longer. That's what's up. Son of a gun. I did not think that was going to fit. Oh yeah. That needs spaced out. You could almost use this stock nut. But it's not like you can countersink this kind of head the way it was designed to fit in what it was in before. It was countersunk. It is countersunk on the stock tire. Man, just a little bit longer. Let's put the spacer on it and just see. Oh, dang, dude. You can about live with that, man. Hold on a minute now. You only need like a washer and the stock, you know, nut, which is a spacer. I have no way to hold the other side tight, though. I mean, I can put a little tension on it. Rolling, that's what I was talking about before, switching out the rims like for Robarts like we did on the Mustang. And it's doable, but I think folks are definitely liking the idea of these bush tires. you can put a wheel collar inside the hub, and there's a spacer on it now, a small nut that was on it before. You're just barely into the foam. The rim, stock nut and like a washer or two, and you're really golden. But honestly, it's spinning. If I didn't have I mean, I'm flying it like this. I could trim the foam 1/8 of an inch and never worry about touching anything. So that's pretty slick. This still spins good. Man, that's what's up, dude, the 5-inchers. It's wired up, or I would take these off just to see it on them. That's not a big deal to undo, though. And we're not using them. What size wrench is that? You guys want to see? I'm about to do this, everything but like the final tighten. I just want to see it. Emojis, let's go. You want to see this sitting on these wheels? Let me know. How long am I hanging out? Let me know. Let's go. You guys want to see this on the wheels? I don't know if I have any collars, but you don't need it. I'll do it right now. Even if I don't have the wrench to tighten it, I can get it good enough where the nye locker is actually tapping down onto the threads. How can you not right now? I'm dying to see it now that I know this works. Bro, give me a minute. I'm gonna try to find some washers. Yeah, shoot, I already undid the servo lead. It's easy. And I'm not using the rudder anyhow. Do it. All right, we'll get there. Let me try to find something for that size of screw too. Let me take this one off first so I can have the screw when I go try to find tools. So I'm putting tension on it. It's the only way I can hold it still right now. So how many of you guys have started messing around with surface vehicles in the last year, but you never did before? I'm liking working on my crawlers actually right now. We're working on a crawler course inside the Coliseum where they do the racing. We've got an area where and we're working on a 1/10 scale. It's an outdoor style crawler course, but it's inside, which makes it awesome. All year kind of situation. And then we already have stuff for outside, but it's just winter, so it stinks. And then inside, I've got the wall up now, and it's time to do, this is the FMS Beaver RC Rollin'. We've done some videos on it, and I'm about to do some more. I'm gonna fly these floats off of snow, and then we're gonna do my new tire situation, which I'm so pumped about. Let's get this done. Sup, dudes? JCB asked if anybody's tried Kavan tires, crawling full scale and RC. Dude, I can't wait. I follow this Fab Rats channel, and they've been restoring an old Suzuki, just like that FMS one I have. Some of you guys know I've done a lift to it. I've done all kinds of stuff to it. Wintertime right now, this is where I'm putting brushless motors and better servos in my favorite crawlers. Dude, I'm so spoiled with the SCX6. Has that brushless motor in it, and it has this thing called FOC. Stands for something I can't remember, but what it boils down to is when you like are rolling, you don't stall out when you hit it. It makes it real easy without getting into the trigger a lot to just kind of keep that nice looking crawl. And then same thing coming down the back side. It's not the there's a drag brake and it's awesome, but that's a brake. If you stop, it stops. I'm talking about it's not stopping. It's still going just as fast as it was when it came and approached. It's leaving that way, so it doesn't chunk down the rock, and it doesn't just stop there either. It's so slick. So I want that in all my stuff right now. That's what I'm doing while weather stinks. Yeah, the Golden Nugget Project, dude. I love that channel. I love watching them chop on those trucks and make real crawlers out of them. So cool. That FJ is killer too. Alright, let me go see. This is happening. This is happening. It looks like I'm doing okay. Without going... I do want to find some washers though, because then I can be done. Give me a minute. If you're close to the store, come get your stuff from me, guys. And if you're not, some of us talk FOC, feedback control, kind of like cruise control, Governor. RCs are fun, man, even if they don't fly. And that's the cool thing about trucks too. If you want to send them, you can fly those too. Yeah, Matt's Off-Road is, that whole series on that getting the Golden Nugget retrieved. What a deal. They went and got this thing that was stranded in the woods for 42 years. Last thing to be on that road. Had to chop stuff down, break rocks up, all kinds of stuff just to get to it and then drag it out. That's its own story. And then Fab Rats takes it over and is fixing it up. Like that's why I got that FMS Suzuki because of watching those dudes. I wish my Suzuki had the box back like this one's gonna. For sure, John. Alright, let me see. Let me see. Alright, I didn't find washers, but the next best thing, and this is a lot of times what I've done in the past anyway, prop adapters. Yep. Alright. What's up, Fred Barron? We're putting some wheels on the Beaver legs, and I'm so pumped about it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna put them on. What do you guys think about that brass air inlet? Do you let it show on the outboard or leave it inside? I like them kind of outboard. What do you guys think? It speeds it up if you put the lipo in it, John. A little bit. I don't know. What do you think? I did both in my video on the Granite. I did both. So see if you can discern a difference. Watch that video perhaps. See if you can tell a difference. But if you go lipo on it, you have to pull that pin on the ESC and move it over. Awesome. This prop washer fits perfect on here. That's going to be just right. You guys, outside, I like it too because it kind of looks like a scale kind of bit to it. I think outside too. Alright, let me fix this first one right now. And I got nothing to hold this metric on the back side but tension on the hub. So I can only get so tight. Already watched it? Yeah. I like the brass, Jerry. And the air's out. I always do, usually they come with the air out, I feel like. I usually let it out anyway. Yeah. It's out. Wasn't any. That's a nice thing about how small these are. They hold their shape. Oh, Michael Bear, those prop adapters are great for all kinds of stuff. On Surface too, they come in handy, to be honest with you. Sweet. I'm going to go with the adapter before the nut. Sweet. Brass outside. Plenty of room still for this. Oh man, that's what's up. Plenty of room for this nylocker nut. And you guys can kind of see what's happening. You want me to zoom in on this for the next one, dudes? I could use a little bit longer nut, but I tell you what I've done sometimes, and I think it works. You ever flip over a nylon nut if you didn't think you had enough to thread onto? Yeah, sand, that's a good one. Outside so it's easier to get to, makes sense. I don't think I'll probably ever have to mess with it, but yes, that makes a good amount of sense. It's kind of hard to get it started when you reverse the nut, but this way I don't have to worry about the axle being too short. And I still get it to lock. What's up, RC Safari? Good to see you. Still doing this 180 whatever shows. I should get some tools though to hold this nut on the other side. That would be nice. I might be able to do something about that. I don't want to mar it up though. It's still awfully close, but I mean it worked before. And it definitely works now. I just can't tighten it right now. I'm super excited about that. Johnson 74th's back again. I'm getting it. It's less than ideal. Longer bolts would be better. Oh yeah. That's so much better. It's not a lot of clearance, but it's enough. Brass outside. I like it. Yeah. All right, next. Fill valve outside, yes. You know what, that's a good question. I keep getting up, but that's okay. I might actually have a scale here, so let me see if I can find a scale real quick. You guys keep hanging out. We're 75 deep. I keep running errands, but that's okay. It's a good question, and now's the time to try to find out. And that's what you come here for. Information. RC information. All right, we got it, we got it, we got it. All right, check it out. $228 grams twice, 456, 49 twice, 98. 358 grams How many grams in an ounce? I'll Google it. $28.35. $3.58 divided by 28. Wow. So these tires are 12 3/4, 12.78 pounds. Pounds. No, grams. Nah, that doesn't sound right. No way. It is 12 ounces. Yeah. $16.08 is what the heavy tires weigh. Huh. They're heavier, for sure. These are nothing. Yeah, that plane has no trouble with it though. None. Let's do this. What's up, Dad? But both wheels are is the math I've been doing. So 6 ounces of tire. Google. Yeah, no, it can handle it. But it's a good time to ask that question while I had him off. Oh, come on, man. A little piece of burr in the threads there. Dennis Frost, yeah. The axles I didn't have on. I kept the axles out of the equation on that. Yeah, no sweat, John. 100%. And we're doing the nylon locker reverse style because there's not quite enough thread to get through it if you go conventional. So reverse the nylon nut and you can use the same bolts. I think I got a better, I think I can. Sweet. Little truck wrench. Sick. That's all I can do with just side tension on it. Come on, man. We'll get it. Jeff loves the V1. Snow Valley's got a 3D printer. I don't. We'll get it. Even if I have to go garage sale style. Oh, come on. There it is. Just barely rubbing. I don't even care. This one doesn't at all. That's not bad for no bearings. That's what's up. We're gonna see it on this plane. Is that what you want to see? I do. Oh yeah, I'll have a beaver in the shop for sure. Yeah, Michael Bear, not awful. What's up, Brad? It's been a long day, you guys. Alright, wrench. Let's go. I'm going to grab a stand for this. Pardon me, J65. J65, y'all. That thing is bad to the bone. This is almost crazy to be doing this because I'm going to put them right back on. But I want to see this dude with these wheels. Can you guys see what's happening a little bit? 2mm. I gotta see him on these wheels though. Like I said, I've flown a handful of these, and man, that's been my only complaint. Yeah, the red and then the windows. I mean, come on. It's hard to beat that. Bobby, I think, already flew this off of water or snow like a year ago. And without the water rudder, which is doable if it's not ridiculous out wind-wise. The difference, notably, is the windows, Chloe. I think the power system's probably all the same. Floats, all that stuff, all the same. That's my assumption. I don't know for sure, but really for all like intents and purposes, the color and the windows is all I can think of. Let's see. I mean, you guys can see, right? It's gonna go right here. Yeah, and there's brass down there. So this is gonna fit really good. And then there's a side hole here too, like I was talking about for the fairing. Perfect fit. I'm only going to do one screw. I'm only going to do these 3. I'm not going to worry about the side because, like I said, I am taking these out to put the floats back on. But I got to see this up on the wheels this way. It's super easy to do, and there's a servo lead right here for that lead, so I can do this float swap without having to get into the plane or have the wing off. I'm gonna have the wing off for transport, but I only need 2, but I'm doing 3. Who knows, snow might melt. Not in a day, but you know. Black one new in box, that's a good one. I did that one on floats. I did that one when Motion was selling them. It's been a minute. Dudes, I'm excited about this. Oh, I'm actually super pumped. I've been wanting to do this for a minute to these. Oh. Those look killer. I gotta step back and look at that. That looks good. Cush too. That's so much better. It's not even funny. That looks awesome to me. Ha. I like it. Lights all over, lights on the tail, lights on the tips, landing lights, cool antenna, big battery compartment. Sick. What do you guys think of that? It looks pretty good. The toe end's just right, all that stuff. Oh! Dude. Nice. That looks good. And then if I was going to keep these on, I would screw in the fairing as well. Right there. Same screws that just came out. I like that. That's cush. The way this is sitting on them, I'm thinking that the Tasman tires would be too squishy. They'd definitely be lighter, but again, this plane doesn't care. It's a 15.9. Cool. Those wheels are perfect, I think. The angle might be funny here. I don't know. Looks good from here. Mike Dolan says it looks better than any truck. Dude, different plane. I'm telling you. Different plane. That's going to be so much better on the ground. I'm pumped. I have to put the floats back on, but I'm pumped. When the floats come off, these are going on. This baby can fly out front of our place, no problem. Yeah. I may not have to do anything. If I lose these nuts on the back, the nylon lockers that I turned the other way because I didn't quite have enough thread, that was the right call though. Because there isn't enough thread once you space it out. Unless you go get longer screws. Then you can do whatever you want. That's not a bad idea, honestly. Then you can get locking washers and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's got like a toe in, yeah. It's got a toe in and yeah, a little camber too, I would say. Which is perfect. Those are gray. The hubs, they're gray. Just like this, but bigger. Gray. And then the stock hub is silver FMS Warbird Rock. But it's got bearings. It's got bearings, but these are sweet. And our buddy said 4-inch Robarts fit on here. So you can not have to mess at all and use the same bolts and have bearings if you want to keep that look. But especially where I'm going to be flying this, these are perfect. I'm interested in seeing these on Robarts though too. So these are in halves, these hubs. You just pry them apart and you can get the tire off really easy. When you put the hub back together though, you need to epoxy the hub back together and make sure you keep that mess out of the bearings and where the axle goes for sure. Seems obvious to say, but it's easy to mess around and get it on there. Tail wheel upgrade. If I was landing on pavement, I might think about doing one. It's got a circlip, which I just can't stand them. And so a softy would be nice, or a small rubber one so it was quiet. But as it is now, it's like probably a hard rubber skin on a hard foam. It looks cool, y'all. I mean, it's alright. Sounds like garbage, but that's what do you expect? Flying times, yeah, these are inflatable. They don't need any air though, but they are inflatable. Hey! I keep doing that. You sold on these tires, Jeff? They fit good, man. I used, it's all stock hardware except a couple little prop ring adapters. I didn't have to do anything. I hope the nuts stay on. Like I said, I had to reverse the nylon locking nuts. 6-inch. Hassan, it depends where you get it. Mine came from, this one came from FMS. Horizon sells it, but when I got this one, I'm pretty sure I got it direct from them. And this one has an XT60, but it should be an EC5 or XT90 if you ask me. But just because, I mean, look, this one's been around a second. So this one, like I said, the ones from Horizon, I do not know how they come. But I would not be surprised at all if it was EC5. Yeah, big tires look cool. It's perfect for that. It's a solid deal. Nice. Eric Bullock said he had to add a lot. Yeah, I think the new 5000s definitely are smaller and lighter than the old ones were. Yeah, I'm probably gonna run 7,000. I'll try 5,000. I mean, right now with these heavier tires, the 5,000 may ride in here better than before. That weights forward of CG. I like it. Oh, Sprite Home, I'm sure a 3-blade prop would make a difference. You could make it where it didn't, though, if you wanted to play with the pitch and the size of it. Is it 3-bladers on the real ones? Stuck it in the cow. You guys added weight for CG. Part number on those 5-inch wheels. I got you. Hold on. Go get them at Pilot Ryan Media. Click the Horizon Hobby logo. Do me a favor. Links in the description and get you to Horizon from me or to my website so you can go there. But they're 500 RV is the number. So depending where you're looking, for me it would be DUB 500 RV. Should get it done. 5-inch big wheels, smooth inflatable tires with positive seal air valve, realistic bolt together hubs, and it comes with this stuff I never use. Some brass for the hubs if you were going to use these like these little moon caps to cover up. If you wanted to hide your nuts, you know what I mean? Let's see if I can put some on. I got one of these opened already. But then you definitely need a longer bolt to get it done. And I think there's some other messing around with the brass, not the air brass valve, but the other brass. Thanks, Fred. Nah, Snow Valley, they have their own brass valve. I've done these tires a handful of times. I've never had to do anything with the air. pretty, especially on these that aren't too big. You may never need to mess with them. The air is already out of them. They're at neutral. And that's what the valve looks like that it comes with, this little brass stem. And you could mess with it if you wanted to. You don't need to, though. That's my thing. I've not had a pump, seen a pump, ever needed a pump for those. But I'm clicking on these moon caps to hide the screws and bolts to let you see what it looks like. So you could clean them up quite a bit. You see that? Now you're going to definitely need longer axles and stuff, but you can. It's doable. Now I won't be able to get them out. They fit pretty good. Doyle, you have the pump, and there's these little brass tubes that fit on this stem inside the tire. That I don't know what it's for at all. It's not necessary. You don't need it. You don't need it because this fits in there just the way it's supposed to. I don't know what that brass is for. Ha. The Turbo Timber Evolution, those tires, I like them. They're soft. I don't ever mess with those soft tires that come on the Timbers. You definitely could, but you're going to be adding some weight to it. Yeah, I don't mind the lug nuts either, Fred. But these just do come with these. But it's unnecessary. That looks good too. Screws, nuts. Looks good on there. Francis likes using the valve to balance the pressure before flying off a soft, rough surface. I'd turn the valve in just to alleviate any pressure might be in them, to neutralize them one time, and I'm done after that. Sand said he had to bleed this expanded air off at altitude where he's at. Yeah, I can see that. Fred has the 6 inchers on the Carbon Z Cub. That's what I probably should get. Since I put the 5s on the Beaver, I need 6s, I think, for my Carbon Z Cub now. Charles Drysdale, what's happening? Yeah, we got the FMS Beaver here. I've done videos on it. It's been a while, but I'm about to do some more. Doyle Blevins, axle shims. I used, I'm all stock hardware except for some prop rings that I used to space the tire out a little bit. And I had to turn the nuts, the nylon nuts around, because I was running out of thread if I used them conventionally. But I thought I was going to have to get new bolts, but I didn't have to drill anything thanks to Jerry. I knew that. Jerry hooked me up on that Mustang too when I put the Robarts on those stock rims. We got about 10 minutes, guys, I think is what's up. I probably have a scale, little tiny tire I could do on the back too. Nice, Jackson. He flew today. Yeah, I'm gonna get these floats on here so I can fly too. I can't decide. I might want to transport it though like this right now. That's probably what I'm going to do. I mean, it's going to be 4 screws to get the wing, no problem. I can't remember the lead situation on these. But 4 screws for the wings. And a couple like body clips down there at the struts at the fuse. Awesome. Nice, Snow Valley. Yeah, man, big tires. They're versatile. Oh yeah, Wild Bill. You got the 5-inch Dubros on your Husky. Couldn't make them fit because of the nuts and bolts on the wheels. I had put the 4.5s on mine, but I bet I had to space them out with something. The floats. I'll have to weigh them in a second. The whole float set, I'll weigh it. We don't have the... No, the floats don't come with this. You got to get them separate. The floats do come with the FMS 1700mm Cub PA18, which is pretty bad to the bone and runs on 4S instead of 6. Except for the Carbon Z, that's a good one. That FMS 1700mm PA18 Cub is a good one. It comes with floats. So do Timbers when you can get them, but they're 3 and 4S. And then with the Husky's similar. You know what I mean? It's not a Cub, but it's, you know, high wing. It's kind of like a miniature Beaver. So there's options. Floats are about $100, yeah. I just got a set of floats in for the Carbon Z Cub, and I think they're like $92 for customers. Dude, this thing's gonna live at the shop and fly right out the front door, y'all. That's what's up. We're gonna find out, Eddie K, if the floats do good on snow. I'm pumped about it. This thing, I gotta put out video too, guys. I mean, I cannot quit doing videos just because I'm super busy at the store. I'm talking to myself here a little bit. It's easy to just stay busy with the store. There's so much to do there. It's winter, so I mean that's a good excuse too, but I really want to make videos, and now I have the freedom to do it. I just got to make it happen. It's been winter. And I'm going to have to use some other help too, unfortunately, but that's just how it goes. And I've met some people at the shop, man, that you know, get what we're doing, and because I can fly right out the front door, when my buddy TJ, who's coming to help us build the crawler courses, man, thanks in advance, man. We've been working together with ideas and sketches and stuff, and he's already started working on the 110 scale indoor crawler course that's in the Coliseum is what it's called, where the racing happens. Follow on social, guys. Keep up with this stuff. Some of you airplane dudes, I know you don't care, but we get to do it all there. We get to do it all there, and thank goodness I do surface too, or it would be very few and far between. I get to run into airplane dudes at the store, but I love it when I do, man. I can totally get FMS planes at the store. I don't have any in there right now, but I can get whatever. I'm probably getting ready to have a big 1700mm Mustang show up there that might just have to get demoed. You know what I mean? Especially once the weather's good. I would fly that out in front of the place. It's big enough and light enough. I think it's no problem. Mike says his son is loving that 6-channel ultra micro battery charger. So much better than the one this stuff comes with. Awesome. Thank you very much. And Mike Kennedy got that from the store. Thank you, man. Oh gosh, Fred. Yeah, cool. The Husky's cool. We did videos on that one too. And there's handful of different ones available at Hobby Zone. We did videos on them. I got links to them as well. That's a good 1800 millimeter. Doyle Blevins, you're assuming I watched that. He says check the motor bolts. Remember RC Sailor. I don't remember, but I will. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Were those Robart tires? On which, boss? These are not. These are Dubro. But I put Robarts on the Mustang. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Check the motor bolts. I guess we'll have to do that. I think I'll know when the motor flies out that that's what's up. This one's flown a few times. Mike, no sweat. Appreciate that. We gotta send I got a box full of stuff I dropped off. It's going to a fella. Also, yeah. And Eddie K just got some stuff. Yeah, man, it's been really cool. I hope you guys can come and see our stores. Chris Harley motor bolts came loose. I'll check them. Were they loose? Like just because they were loose, or did they get loose because it was out of balance and it vibrated itself that way? $240. That's not a bad price. Those FMS Mustangs are like $1450 to be exact, and that's 57 inches of good time goodness. $240 is not a bad price. They were never fast enough though. Out of the box, everybody was always doing those zip tie mods and stuff to them. I never did that. I was always afraid I was going to make it out of balance. I think if you put in the new 650 or at least go 580 kV, you're better off than on the 540 they came with. The timbers are awesome, and the tires that come on them are just right. They're soft already. They're foam. They don't look like a tire, but they're light. They're foam. They're forgiving. I got a Turbo Timber Evolution over there, and I'm not changing it. It's just perfect the way it is. Francis got to get a second Carbon Z Cub on floats. Base it in New York. There you go, man. You can get it delivered there. The only thing I don't like about the Cub is no lights. Otherwise, I like that thing. Ah, yeah, man. You had a vibration that shook you loose. I wonder if they were okay, but it was the vibration that ruined you. Nice. Michael Bear's been building planes, waiting on good weather. Nice, Jackson. Charles says the floats work good in the snow. They have to, man. They work great on the water. I think I had flown some float planes before, but not a lot. But when I did the version 1 Beaver on floats, it was a treat. I definitely had the water rudder on that one. But it was a treat. Those videos are probably not out anymore. But we did those, me and Mike on V1. Slaps is flying all day tomorrow. Says, come up, Michael. Yeah. Loose motor bolts sound like an unbalanced prop. I think unbalanced is what made them loose. Vibration. I mean, if your motor bolts are loose, That won't be that doesn't cause vibration. It just is sloppy. The vibration is the vibration. And you have it or you don't. Is what's up with that, if you ask me. The if it's vibrated itself loose, you tighten them up and it'll do it again. Four screws hold the motor to the mount. 2 were falling out. The other 2 were loose. The screws from the mount to the plane were tight. Gotcha. Gotcha. It's something to check. I'll check it. I'll keep an eye on it. It all feels good. It's flown. Better late than never, says Guniac. What's happening? $50.40 is awesome. 0 Loctite from the factory. That's ridiculous. And of course, I know what you mean, but I just say these things for everybody's benefit. The Loctite only where the motor meets the mount, not at all close to where plastic and metal meet. All right, man. It's about 5 till Splitsville. Groundhog Day next week. Spring coming soon. The days are getting longer. I feel like we're noticing now a little bit. Somebody got a bunch of snow. Who was that just said that? 60 degrees, low wind. Holy moly. That sounds good. Yeah, Loctite and plastic don't mix. Bob Turner wants to know if anybody understands head tracking with Fat Shark exterior head tracker, DJI goggles, Spectrum NX10. Willing to pay well for thorough working instructions. Plane is FMS Pit 1400mm with Spectrum 6-channel receiver. Wanting to figure out head tracking on the Fat Shark. Anybody? Splitsville. Man, it's been a long day, bro. It's a 2-hour show after a 12-hour day. I'm fitting to split. It's on your feet over there all day. It's awesome. 23 inches, holy smokes. You need floats. I think I'll disassemble this plane while I got you guys. Nice, Ann. Good to see you. Yeah, I gotta get on my feet or I'm gonna lay down and go to bed. Alright, let's recombobulate. Recombobulate. That'll work. That thing looks great on those tires. Spencer says, what's this Splitville business? Yeah, but I ain't home. I'm ready to be. Take your antenna, just stick them in the foam. pull these dudes. So these, I call them body clips, but not quite. There you can see it in the dark of my shirt. 2mm hex, and you don't stop. Yeah, I'm gonna have this thing at the shop, man. I'm gonna get this up in the air. I don't even care. Floats. Oh yeah, somebody wanted me to weigh the floats. Do they still, or do they leave? Kenny has not been seen since Thursday. What happened Thursday? It's hard for me to believe Kenny has not been seen. He streams every day, doesn't he? MIP drivers, y'all. Thanks, Ron. Anybody who's rolling out, thanks for coming by. Shop my website. Watch the videos, comment, like on them, all that stuff. Oh yeah, bullet connections. I don't know if the new ones are still like this, but this one, I got the bullet situation. You see? Big spar, just huge. Big old tube. Cotter pin's bigger. Once I get this thing back together, it's probably gonna just stay that way. What's up, Meat Servo? Let me show you the bullets. Some guys worry about this stuff. I'm not worried about it. I have worried about it on Warbirds I had before, though. You can see this. That's the bullets. I have done dielectric grease on these before, but I probably won't on this one. It's nice having windows this time. That's going to travel very nice that way. Where's the receiver? Oh, right there. Cool. I'll have to bind this. This got an old school AR500. That way, I mean, I know for certain there's nothing in there, stabilization wise. So now I just got to make sure I don't forget my screws and all that good stuff. Corrosion X. Alright, man. Screws. Double bagged. Get to charging if you get good weather. Yeah, I don't, but I'm going to be ready. It looks like it would have an AR-500 in it. What's that supposed to mean? Awesome. Maniac Mike doesn't like AS3X. Burgermeister Meisterburger. This is the FMS Beaver. We've done videos on it. It's actually been a while, but I'm looking forward to getting it out on. I just had it on floats a minute ago. Float flying in the snow, and then I just changed out the tires to Dubro. This now has 5-inch Dubros on stock equipment with one little prop ring for spacer on each tire. That was it. And now it's ready to go in the truck, loaded up. Screws and bolts right here, going in this joint. Never fear. Nice. There's a slot where the wires come up for the battery that actually is gonna, the tension of this will hold it really nice actually in there. I like AS3X. And I like any stabilization that's easy. I can fly without it, but that wasn't the question. I like it. FMS Beaver, 2,000 millimeters. Don't want to forget my wrenches or the spar. Does that joint fit in there? It does. You can see it working in high winds, I bet. Oh man, come on, you're so close to working. What? You Baxter. I'm gonna make this fit. I don't give a rip. There, now the spar fits in there if you stick it through. You'll never see that either unless you look. Perfect hole right in the seam, just kind of circle cut it in. Now I got the spar in here too. There's the instrument panel, here's the window action. Mine's dusty. This has been around. I'm actually super pumped. I'm pumped for all of it, guys. I cannot wait to fly the J65. I'm so glad I got to get the video done on the Eflite A10. And whatever else comes. The FMS Bayhawk is back to be available now too. 80mm Bayhawk, reflex style. That's a good one, and I'm glad it didn't go away. Five-minute warning. Burgermeister, yeah man, 5-inch Dubros. You can get all this stuff at Horizon, man. Pilorine Media. Click Horizon through my .com or the description links. But yeah, the 5-inch Dubros. This is the wrong tag. 500 RV. 500 RV's the skew. If you got some prop adapters, you can make this work without getting any other hardware and no drilling. 5-inch Dubros inflatables. Very cool. It looks really nice on these tires, man. Wait till you see them out at the field. Chris Harley hangs it from the spar. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put this. I tell you what, I really need to be taking planes over to the store, because, dude, Bobby and I have like some planes, y'all. Like, these need to be hanging up. Let them be seen by folks, man. And great conversation starters. And the stuff is, we've done videos on about everything, unless it's new, and we're gonna be doing videos on them. So yeah, this stuff needs to be at the shop. Thanks, Lyndon Stewart. Thanks, Spence. Oh yeah, man. This 2000 millimeter one, you'll like it. And if you don't want to go 6S, look at the Husky at Hobby Zone, man. We did videos on that one too. 4S Power, 1800 millimeter wingspan. You know, it all depends where you're at with your battery situation. I mean, the Husky doesn't have windows like this, so this looks really nice in scale. I think my favorite scale looking big foamy high wing jobbers have got to be this Beaver and the HSD 182. I do love the way the Cessna 150T and especially I really like the Carbon Z Cub. But I do like that the Cessna is a tail dragger now too. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, Chris Harley, especially when dude, we got a monster TV in there, man. I can just pull up videos from my phone. It's gonna be great. You know, video in the store of flying this thing right out front. Get out of town, dude. This is the dream come true, you guys. Keep hanging on for the ride, man. All that social media business, that's the way people stay connected. Keep it up. I'll keep posting it. If you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out. I gotta tell you. Instagram and of course the Facebook group is super strong. And the best thing about the Facebook group is it's like, Instagram is like the live stream of like social media, where it's just like kind of what I'm giving you. What I'm doing, and I think you're capturing it, so I decide to share it out. The Facebook group is like a Zoom, where everybody can throw down on that page that wants to, that's doing anything active in RC, the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. And I don't care if you talk about surface stuff there. You know, RC Fun Park has socials too, but we're in a holding pattern on some of that stuff. So it is what it is. You want to know what's up with the store, you want to know what's up with us, keep on following us on social. And always be, you know, have everything turned on for BitGo too. So when Bobby posts, you get to see it. Francis, you ain't lying. I got to get that stuff hanging up there. Big Corsair. That's what I'm saying. Like, these people, right now in the store, there's some, I wouldn't even say it's a decent mix. The airplane boxes take up so much space. I have some beginner stuff, some middle stuff, and some more advanced stuff, but not a lot of either. And I think it'd be great to have some stuff hanging up high that I don't necessarily have to I don't have to stock it on the shelves. We can just see it. It's like a demo. We can fly it, we can pull it down. If somebody wants one, I can get them in. My stuff comes, Horizon is one state away from me, unless it's coming from California, so I can serve anybody very quickly locally that wants anything that maybe I don't have room for on the shelf. Just the trucks and parts are easy. You just know you need parts for stuff you sell. That's easy. That's easy to know, but a struggle to maintain, but necessary. And then cars and trucks and planes are a little bit more, some of it's a sure bet and some of it's like hunches, you know. But you're not going to sell any in there if you don't have it in there. I mean, that's for sure too. So we have a lot of this stuff already. Whether I put a brand new one in the store or not, we'll have to see. I'm not opposed to it, but there's only so much space. It's crazy. So again, get the conversation started, let people play with it, fly it, make videos from there. I think that'll be awesome. And if folks want to special order it, I can have it in a couple days. How cool is that? Some of the other vendors I have to wait a little longer. Fred Barron, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. A lot. He said Bitcoin. Ryan Bitcoin. You guys know what NFTs are? Some of you might have an idea. Alright, I said 5 minutes like an hour ago. There was a Zoom link earlier in here. You got 50 folks hanging out. Fred Barron dropping the links. Thanks so much, you guys. Keep that up. I hate to have to say it, but I have to. Yeah, so stay tuned. Follow on Instagram. It's free. All that stuff is free to do. And your friends, that other people that do this, they've all got it too. Follow your friends. Super blessed. Thanks, you guys. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna bounce. Yeah, boss. You have to come see it. If we're not in your neighborhood, we're on your way home. Michael Bear, come on, man. It must be done. It's got to be done. It's a nuisance to do, and a lot of you guys know already, but share it out too. That's the thing. You know, anybody on socials trying to grow it, help do that by engaging with your friends' content, sharing things you like or you think somebody would like to see. Gary Vale wants to know if anybody sells affordable adjustable skis for mid-size planes. Eric Quinn, yeah, the F-86 release from Arrows, as soon as they're out, I mean, I'll have it. Like everybody else, I know he's waiting on containers to show up. And I think some of them have been held up. I think there's stuff that's here or very close to here. And so it's just a matter of time. But you can find out here when it goes down because me and Dan are good buds. And he's I've been working with them since they launched that brand with the launch. And ever since. So that will not stop. Yeah, I'm looking forward to flying it. I'm looking forward to ripping those little jets on 4S too still. I did the videos on 3S, but I'm looking forward to ripping those things on 4. And I think we can rip those out in front of the store too, since they're belly landers. Guys, it's a whole new kind of flying for me. I mean, we still have the field, but it's more to coordinate. It's going to be a lot easier for me to get some stuff done over there. And I'm very looking forward to it. And I would love to see a runway happen there too, because then I can do the drag cars, which is a huge community. Drag racing RCs is actually very popular right now. Dubrow does have different skis. I've done skis before. It's a little bit, I thought it was a pain in the butt, to be honest with you, with the getting the tension right and all that stuff, but it's doable. And I think once you've done a set, it's a little easier. I think the bigger ones you get, the easier they are to deal with. I think I had trouble because I was trying it on something smallish. But I'm going to do floats since I have them. A lot of times skis also, if your clearance is already tight and then you put it on skis, you're going to lose some elevation. And your prop will be in the snow, like very easy. Boing, boing, good night, says Francis. He's bouncing. 42 viewers in the room. I'm starting to think about, I know you guys don't want to hear it. I'm starting to think about doing this show earlier, kinda. I don't know. In the summer it's later though, because we'll be flying. Yes, boss. Nice, Chris. Yeah, thanks, man. Boss said keep the blue side up. Later, guys. Cold night, snuggle up to mom's or the cat. Whichever one don't bite. Ha. Snow Valley says Hobby Zone sells Dubro skis. They probably do, and so does Horizon, and so does A Main, I bet. All of which can be clicked through at PilotryanMedia.com. You getting the drift? Bookmark that thing. Dubro Snowbird are good. You're looking for bigger. Stream your whole life. I don't know about that. That would take a... Nobody wants all that. It would take a crew too. We all work together on what we're doing, but we do what we do after you gather the artifact of the content on our own. Chris Harley tried flying his EC 1500 on skis. Didn't end well. Skis dug in the snow. Prop strike. Busted the motor right off the wing. Dang it, man. Thank you, Michael Bear. Yeah, it will be. I'm going to have a real crawler someday. Like, I drive it, you know. I've had, every vehicle I've had has always been utility. It's just been a tool, A to B. I've never had a vehicle that I was like jazzed about. I want something I'm jazzed about a little bit. And it doesn't have to be fancy, anything. I could have the beatest truck, sun-baked. Rust is fine if it's not rusted all the way through, to be honest. I just don't want it all the way through and like rattling around. But if it's rusty, colored, I'm good with that. I just want it to run like a top. That's it. Mike Nolan, it's going to be fun. I mean, did you go back and find any of the videos? Like, I think it was a windy day. I never really felt like I got to... That's the thing, guys. I have more time to do what I wanted to do. And, you know, I would get these things. We'd fly them like one time. I got to make a video, turn it around, full-time, everything. And then there's another one and another one. And that's great. But, like, what I always wanted to do was try some different tires on this plane. So I'm, like, so pumped to get it back out. And then the floats, I already know is awesome on water. I'm going to get to do it on snow. I'm like pumped. And there's other things that's going to be like that for too. I don't need them, Eric. I don't want skis. Somebody else was talking about skis. I flew the EC 1500 with skis, but those skis are like specific to that plane. I don't want them. Thank you though. I'm going to do floats in the snow. And then I'll probably just leave this baby on floats and wait for water. We got some buddies, man, around here that have some, you know, waterfront access and property. We've been invited. It's just been, it's hard to do everything. But I might do some float flying this summer, man. Throw a line or two, you know what I mean? It's always cool crawling by the water too. There's always spots somewhere along the water. You do everything, hanging out, and do some leisure stuff this year. But capture it, you know. Amazing. Thank you guys who have been with me for so long. Thanks to all the new guys that will probably be with me for so long. I hope I'm doing this all right. You know what I mean? I think it's working. So thanks so much. Fred Barron still loves his Cadillac STS. Had it 14 years, 50,000 miles. Alright. I'm going to get myself home, man. Something to my belly and home. Guys, I appreciate you. I'm going to roll. There we go. Gonna bounce in 5. Hanger rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. See you on social. Stick in monkey pants. Whatever it is. I say